That way, the other person with the strong emotions, they can feel understood and they can drop their guards and they can feel like we are in alliance. We're not against each other. We're not on two opposite sides, but we're on the same side and we understand each other. Hey, has it ever happened to you that you feel so mad at someone and full of emotions and so worked up, but you feel like they don't understand you and you can't share how you feel because they invalidate your feelings? I just want to tell you that you're not alone. We all feel that, and it happens way too often that we invalidate each other's feelings. We just don't understand. We lack the ability to put ourselves in the other person's shoe and feel what they feel and really be connected to them, because as soon as somebody's mad at us, we go back to ourselves and in our own head and we get defensive and we just want to say that, oh, I didn't do that, or you shouldn't be feeling that way, or it might be all from good intentions and we just want to tell the other person that I didn't want to make you upset, or I didn't mean that, but it comes off as being very defensive. And we do that a lot, that we don't give enough validation to each other's feelings. So I want to talk about it, and I want to encourage you and myself and everyone to be a little more cognizant of how other people feel and give validation to feelings. As much as it might not make sense to you or me, feelings are feelings, and we need to validate them for the other person to be able to let them go. The reason we don't understand the other person's feeling is that we lack perspective, and we can't really look at things from the other person's point of view because we're so worked up with our own point of view and the way we look at things. What validating the other person's feelings does is that it gives them permission to feel that feeling and feel understood and feel compassion from the other person and be able to let go of those feelings. And let me explain. What I mean by validating the other person's feeling, I don't mean that you get to tell them their feelings are right or where they stand is right, but validating means that you understand where they're coming from. An example, let's say my friend is mad at me because she needed me to do something for her and I did, but it wasn't the way she wanted it, right? She's upset and she feels like I neglected her or I didn't listen to what she needed exactly and I did it my own way. Me validating her feelings doesn't mean that I agree that she's right, that I didn't listen to her or I did things my own way. It doesn't mean that. It just means that I'm telling her I understand where you're coming from. Maybe if I was in your shoes, I would feel the same. It doesn't mean that I did things wrong. It doesn't mean that I didn't listen or what she's telling me is right or true. It just means that I understand the feeling and I understand where she's coming from and her perspective. Maybe if somebody else was in her shoes, they would have felt the same. So by validating the other person's feeling, we're not putting blame on ourselves. We're just giving them permission to feel that way. That way, the other person with the strong emotions, they can feel understood and they can drop their guards and they can feel like we are in alliance. We're not against each other. We're not on two opposite sides, but we're on the same side and we understand each other. And now we can talk and solve the problem and find a common ground. So if you have felt not being validated and your emotions not being validated in the past, I know how it feels. I know it hurts. But let's start from ourselves. Let's start validating other people's emotions and give them the right to feel the way they feel. As we do it more and more, and as other people see us doing it more, they pick it up. They start adapting to this way and they start doing it too. So we all heal together. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget the thumb up and subscribe and share it with your family and friends. See you next time.